Hey everyone, it's Craig the Information Lab, and this is video number 5 from the Devs on Stage at TC19 New Feature Review. First of all, I want to apologize for the light on this. It's 5 o'clock in the UK, which means it was dark about an hour ago, and my office sucks for normal lighting. So right now I'm being backlit by my screens, which is why I look so weird. Anyway, enough of me. This video is on sets, and specifically the new set control feature that was shown on stage at TC19. It should be a really quick one. Let's have a quick look at it. So I have a really simple chart here of sales by quarter. I've gone and I've calculated the quarter as a string with a really super simple calculation that just takes the year, converts it to a string, sticks in QTR, and then takes the quarter and converts it to a string and adds it all together. And I've put that on columns and then sales on rows to give me this chart. Now, I've also gone and right-click and create set from that order quarter that I created, and it's created me this set down here. Okay, nothing crazy, nothing interesting right now. This is just a regular bog standard set that you can create in Tableau today. Now, just as you can do in Tableau today, you can drag out that set and either put it on filters to cut down the data in the view, or as what I'm going to do now is put it on color so that I can keep like my entire population of data in this chart, but color it based on what's in and out of the set. So again, in Tableau today, if I was to go in here and start deselecting some stuff, hit apply, we see that some of the bars are gray, those are the ones that I've deselected, and some of them are blue, those are the ones that I have selected. This is kind of nice. I like being able to show people sort of where they are in the data set when I'm putting stuff on a dashboard, but keeping the entire population there, so we're not sort of losing that sort of look at where we were versus where we are now, essentially. Now, today, what you can also do is create a set action to control that set. So as you interact with the chart, you can control what's in the set. And we can do that by going to Actions and hitting Change Set Values, okay, which is in Actions there, and configuring it to update the selected quarter set, have it keep values, and when I drag out and select things, we see that these bars are highlighted, but also notice that these turn gray because they're then out the set. So as I select things, I'm moving things in and out of the set. All right, that's kind of good. That's kind of nice. But lots of the time, you might be creating a dashboard where you're going to have a menu for changing filters and changing parameters, and you don't want sort of to tell people that, oh, to change the filter, you do this drop down, and to change the parameter, you type in this box here, but to change like where you're looking on the dashboard, in other words, the set, oh, you select in the chart. That just seems weird. Why not just have everything as a drop down menu? So what Tableau have gone and done, and I'm just going to remove, because I'm bound to click on something and it'll confuse me when I do, so I'm going to remove that action. What Tableau have done and what was revealed at TC is add try that zoom again, shall we? There we go. Add this show set option to the set menu. So I'll click that, and we get what looks like a filter drop down. Now, obviously, this isn't just a regular filter drop-down. This is our set control, which would be available to users were I to publish this to Tableau Server, and either a viewer or an explorer was to just look at the dashboard. So I can go and I can say, actually, put everything in the set, in which case everything goes blue, or I can deselect things and stuff will drop out of the set as I untick from the options. It's kind of obvious, but this is what's happening on the screen. So what happens when I apply this to a dashboard? This is where I think it becomes super useful, because again, it's a really easy dashboard. I'm just going to drag out this chart here so we can see where we are in the data set. I might decide to make it a bit smaller or change the size if I can actually click here. There we go. And so it's not like really predominant in the dashboard. Maybe move that down there. There we go. That looks kind of cool. So what I can do is still change these set values, but have the set applied as a filter to my other charts. So I've gone ahead and put selected quarter in filters for those other 3 charts. So in the top one, it's showing me which ones I have selected by graying out the ones that I haven't selected. That's great. It gives me confidence of where I am in the data set. And then in the other charts, or in the table, it's showing me the data that's been filtered out and everything that's left. So let's say I was to get rid of everything. Looks like I didn't apply it to the table. Let's go and do that, shall we? By dragging quarters into filter. There we go. And so now I bring everything in, I'll drop it out. We see that all the other charts change as I tick. And then I know these 3 charts are based on the few quarters that I have selected and not the ones that are grayed out. All right, so that essentially is the brand new interaction that you can do with sets in an upcoming release of Tableau. Just like the other videos, I want to make completely clear this isn't sort of due for the next release. As far as I know, I don't know when it'll drop in, but it's something that was shown in Devs on Stage, and I think it's kind of interesting to take another look and get an idea of how it could be used, or at least for me, understand the feature a little bit better. So thanks for listening. That's everything on sets. I do want to just sort of say a big thank you to Tableau themselves. So after I did the video on the new data model, I believe it took less than 6 hours from that video being published to an email coming in from a dev at Tableau who just wanted to talk about my experience of using the data model and how I found it. I had a query at the end, something I wasn't quite sure of how you would verify the data. And he got on a WebEx with me in 48 hours, and we had a great chat. And he gave me some ideas of what they're thinking, and I was able to give him some feedback. I think this is absolutely fantastic. I love that part of Tableau. They just always want feedback. They always want you to test things. That data model release is in the Tableau beta pre-release site. You can play with it, and you can give your feedback as well. I'd really encourage you to do that, as well as look out for the beta release of 2020.1, which I believe we're already nearly at the end of this year, and we'll have a brand new release in beta, I'm sure, coming very soon in time to play with over the Christmas holidays. So till next video, thanks for listening. See you next time.